2011 NBA Finals began with lots of uncertainty as it appeared the Miami Heat would overwhelm the Dallas Mavericks with their incredible individual talent. And so it began, with the Big Three imposing their will over the hapless Mavs, taking the ball from them and dunking with style and authority. Neither Dirk nor Jet could get anything going, seemingly crushed by the intense pressure of their second finals together. And as the clock ticked down, it seemed the Heat were destined to fulfill their promise of a championship in South Beach. And Game 2 promised more of the same, as the Heat continually got easy baskets at the rim, while Dallas's defense proved wholly ineffective. A rash of turnovers plagued the Mavericks, plunging them deeper and deeper into a hole, culminating in this Dwayne Wade corner three. While the Heat celebrated in the only manner they know, it served as a catalyst to awaken the veteran resolve buried deep inside the Mavericks' psyche. And when Jason Terry buried a simple baseline shot after Chalmers left him all alone, the lid on the rim suddenly lifted. And Dirk used the focus on him to create shots for his teammates. And in the first signs of cracking under pressure, the Heat were unable to respond, as the notion of what a good shot is completely abandoned them. So when Dirk Nowitzki got a beautiful Chandler pin-down screen, rose up and dropped in the three, it appeared all hope was lost for the Heat. Until Jason Terry completely fell asleep, letting his man Mario Chalmers fade for a wide-open three to tie the game. The Mavericks turned to the German, who they could rely on to get them their best chance at a basket. And when the Heat refused to double-team him, he obliged by twisting to the hoop and laying it in. And in what will be a familiar image, Dwayne Wade winds up on his back after a game-winning attempt bounces off the rim. In a strange twist of fate, it was the awful defense and overall play by Peja Stojakovic that would turn the light bulb on over Rick Carlisle's head, ultimately turning a serious negative into a plus. And it was no more apparent as when Peja struggled to stay on his feet. Meanwhile, the Heat offense hummed along against the Mavericks' zone, and their tenacious defense began to take its toll on the Mavericks. But the momentum stalled from a series of mental errors by the Heat, letting the Mavericks right back in the game. And when Haslem played the wrong side of his corner screen, Dirk tied it up in dramatic fashion with a dunk. And in a scintillating back and forth, Game 3 became the only game where the Heat were able to connect on clutch shots down the stretch. And when Dirk shocked the world by passing up a shot only to turn it over, the series appeared to slip from the Mavericks' grasp. Once Nowitzki's attempt to tie glanced off the rim, the Heat had firm control over the series. While Game 4 first revealed the notion of LeBron James' fourth quarter shrinkage, the story quickly shifted to Dirk Nowitzki's sinus infection and fever. While Dwayne Wade continued to do damage at the rim, the game swung back and forth, with neither team able to get separation. On this play, you'll see LeBron's reluctance to engage and create a shot for himself, a theme that kept recurring for the rest of the series. In what could only be described as a choke, Wade misses the second free throw to tie the game, and the Miami Heat again refused to double Nowitzki, letting him get to the rack and icing the game without so much as a help defender rushing him. And what could be termed choke part 2, Wade mishandles the pass and ruins any chance at tying the game for the Heat.
Air ball! And that's it!
Game 5 became a coming-out party for the Mavericks, as all those open shots they got in the first 4 games that missed started falling. But the Heat stuck to their guns and didn't give up, creating a number of scoring opportunities from very close range in the fourth quarter. Dwayne Wade struggled to impart his will on the game, while Dirk did not let anyone get away with mistakes. Again, Nowitzki used the tight focus on him to set up a teammate, This time, Jason Terry off the double ball screen, and the Jet hits one of the biggest shots of the series to tie it. The Heat abandoned their offense down the stretch during most of the finals, hoping that hero ball would save the day. The true hero is Tyson Chandler, who laid himself out to take the charge on LeBron James. In the head-to-head matchup, LeBron clearly shrunk from the opportunity to make his mark, while Dirk simply got the job done. And on the defensive end, LeBron simply could not guard Jason Terry, a fact Erik Spoelstra understood way too late.
Let's go!
In the closeout game, LeBron James began by silencing his critics, nailing his first 4 shots, and looking to be every bit as aggressive here as he was passive in Game 4. And while those shots made Heat fans sigh in relief, they could only look on in horror as the Heat defense made no adjustment to stop the Mavericks' vaunted double ball screen. Deshaun Stevenson proved to be the ultimate pro, accepting his demotion to the bench by not missing a beat, playing tough defense and knocking down 3-point shots. In a strange twist, Coach Spoelstra benched starter Mike Bibby for the entire game, allowing Eddie House to have a positive impact of his own. However, he did equal damage with his transition defense, not stopping the ball and allowing matching 3-point shots by the Mavs. Both Dwayne Wade and LeBron James took turns shrinking from the moment with plays not befitting their superstar status, perhaps forever severing their comparisons to Michael Jordan. And while this J.J. Barea drive and layup effectively ended the game, it was a picture-perfect moment for Dirk Nowitzki as he twisted and turned and lifted that shot high overhead and turned off the Heat. While the talents in South Beach mourn the squandered opportunity, they will have to wipe away their tears and figure out how to become a team, something Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, and all of the Dallas Mavericks already know.
Champions here tonight.
Well, sports fans, it's been an incredible ride, not only for the Dallas Mavericks, but for B-Ball Breakdown, because we have solidified our status as the most popular online channel devoted to basketball fundamentals. Our online chats are through the roof with their popularity. We're getting massive views to our channel every month, and that's not going to stop here. Don't forget, we have so much content over the summer. We have interviews with famous coaches like Dean Smith and Tex Winter and Pete Newell and Pete Carril and lots more. We have segments we're going to do interviewing NBA players and how they train, and lots more to come. And with your input, we'll do even more segments. So don't forget about us, and I won't let you forget about us. And we'll see what happens next year with the lockout. And let's not forget the Dallas Mavericks are going to get significantly better when they get their 2 players, Butler and Dubois, back in the lineup. The Miami Heat are going to have to figure out how to play like a team, and they're going to get pushed by the Chicago Bulls and an aging Boston Celtics team. Well, thanks for joining us. I love you guys. I love everything we've done together in this conversation this past year, and looking forward to even more content this summer and beyond. And don't forget, at B-Ball Breakdown, it's not a channel, it's a conversation. You in?